You know what? They see me all the time. If they miss a little bit of me, I think they're going to be okay with that. But you know what? I reached out to you guys and I thought that everybody realizes that in life, if you want to do something great and if you want to achieve something of value, collaboration and partnerships are key.
Yes, agreed.
Hands down, right? Nothing in great. If you go back, look at the history, if you look at what's happening in the world right now, nothing is done by a single person.
Yeah.
There has to be alignment, there has to be allies. And so I thought reaching out to someone who actually has this in their life rather than just talking about it, they have this in their life. And I found it very profound that you guys not only have a partnership between two people, you guys are sisters.
Yes. Yes.
Which makes it even more interesting and a different dynamic.
Yes. Different for sure.
Yeah, and I would definitely agree. Being sisters has added so many different layers on top of, learning each other, learning our relationship, and then working in synergy. Because I agree that definitely teams are amazing, right? 1 + 1 can equal 3 if you are able to create that synergy. But if not, you also have the flip side of you can be working against each other as well if you don't learn to develop that relationship, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So in this video, I think people who are watching, they're going to get a lot of value and a lot of benefit out of it. Absolutely. So if you are someone who wants to do something in life or achieve anything, like, success is a vague word. If you want to establish a relationship, if you want to establish a business, if you want to start a cause that's very close to your heart, all those things require the right people to come to your life.
100%.
Right?
Yeah, 100%. You can't do anything completely on your own. You don't necessarily need a partner where you're heading the project with, but you definitely need a good team of people. And anything can be done with the right team of people.
So to tell you guys, we've got experts in the house, as we were just talking about, and we'll be discussing some of the things which they have gone through and learned. And for you guys who are watching, you're going to get a lot of value because what you're going to take from here today, you'll be able to apply in your life, whatever arena are you in. And on top of that, if you are not in a situation of collaboration, I'm definitely after this, you will be reaching out to people you want to collaborate with.
Yes.
Because it's going to help you out. Or if you are in collaboration, you're going to try to fix it. And if it's not working, you're going to try to change it. So on that note, please, I have the honor to introduce Jessica and Veronica. They're both sisters, as you could tell. And so I met
How could you tell?
Do you look alike?
And so Jessica, I met you how many, like 4 or 5 years ago?
Ooh, a long time ago. We actually met in Toastmasters.
Toastmasters.
That was I don't even know how many years ago that was.
Like 4 or 5 years ago.
Probably.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's been a while.
It's an amazing public speaking club, and if you guys want to improve on public speaking, definitely check out that club. It was amazing, and that's how we met Jessica. And when I met her, I could realize, she had a vibrant energy. She kind of stood out in the crowd. So that's always a good thing. Absolutely. And here she is. That's why we're sitting together today.
Yes.
So you know what? I rant a lot. I'm known for that. So I'm going to be a little bit more quiet, or at least I'll try. And I have a few questions for both of you.
For sure. And maybe what we could do for our viewers, if you could give yourself a little bit of an intro too, so they know who you are, that would be fantastic. Because he's got an amazing stuff that he's working on. I'll let him give his intro so that you guys know who he is.
Yeah, absolutely. So my Instagram page is Harris Mentoring, and what I'm really passionate about, my motto is I want to eliminate mental and emotional pain from this planet. And that
amazing mission.
Yeah, absolutely. We suffer in our life primarily because of what's in our brain and what we think and what our mindset is, and that affects how we feel, and that is the biggest reason relationships in this world are failing miserably.
Yes.
Households are splitting, marriages are splitting, kids are not happy, kids are suffering. A lot of the suffering comes from our mind and from the heart.
Yes,
definitely.
100%. I say this all the time. It's the wounded heart, and it's interesting now because thinking is supposed to be something that you can use as a gift to help get you to the next stage of growth and enlightenment. But we're now in a time where thinking has almost become a little bit of a disease, right? Where we need to learn how to shut it down and slow things down a little bit.
Absolutely. So that's about me. What about you guys? So you guys are the stars today. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so we have two companies. They're sister companies. We have Niven Hair and Beauty, and we also have Dollar Eyelash Club.
Right.
So just maybe you talk about Dollar Eyelash Club or Niven?
Sure, yeah, whichever. Yeah, go ahead. You can start with Niven.
Okay, so with Niven, we actually have this hair care that we created. It's all made here in Canada. We started, or I guess the idea came in 2011. We spent 3 years doing some research and development, and we've created a really high-end premium line with amazing ingredients that are designed in getting your hair to the most beautiful, healthy state ever.
Yeah. And
sorry, I'm interrupting. I'm going to be talking to you guys right after that because my life is all about my hair. But go on, please.
Yeah, you have beautiful hair.
You got great hair. Exactly.
And I think the biggest thing with Naven, how Naven was born, is we really wanted to change the world through hair and beauty. We really feel that hair and beauty is more than just what you see on the outside.
Yeah.
But really is a outlet for people to express who they really are. And so for the name Naven, where that came from was the phrase inventa y tu mundo, which in Latin means invent your world. So really, we're very passionate about giving people an opportunity to just be who they want to be. Really is what it is. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. You know what's really cool is a lot of, like, some people are doing, hair and they're into the beauty industry, but they just want to do it for the outside physical manifestation.
Yeah.
But you guys have a deeper purpose, which is key, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I always say your style isn't a 10 out of 10 unless it suits you, brands you, and is practical for your life. What's most important to us is helping people to fall in love with the person that they see when they look in the mirror. Yeah.
Absolutely. Inside and outside, right?
Inside and outside.
Yes.
And if you viewers at home want to try some of this product for yourself, we do a monthly product giveaway. If you go to www.naven.com/giveaway, we do a draw every single month, and all of these products are amazing.
And do you guys, like, if somebody, like a lot of people on my social media are in East Coast, if they want to order something, can they order online?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, we ship all across North America.
Yeah, so you know what, guys? I mean, you're seeing amazing hair already, so I mean, it's not the word. You see it happening in front of you, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so can I take this opportunity to ask a few questions on the topic of partnership, if I may?
Yes,
You guys
absolutely.
okay with that?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah? Okay. So the first one goes as this. I see there's a common consensus, that if you're in a close relationship with somebody, if there's family, I keep on hearing this growing up, never get into business with family. They're like, that's a big no-no. Don't get into business with your brother, with your sister, with your dad. That's a recipe for disaster. And a lot of people hear it all the time. So I want to hear, what is your take on that from both of you? Like, you guys are doing it, you guys are making it happen, and you guys are, of course, succeeding.
Well, you know what? Just like anything else, whatever kind of relationship, you touched on this a little earlier, whether that be with family or friends or a business partner, whatever, you have to begin with the end in mind. The very first thing is, if you guys don't want the same thing, then you're going to engineer something from the start that's bound to be, it's going to distract. And no matter what, there's always going to be challenges. You have to learn how to communicate with one another. There's a lot of gifts in working together because obviously you're both really different, and so you are able to play on each other's skills a lot. But the challenge that comes with that is you have to really learn how to respect that you guys are different, right?
Definitely. And I feel, echoing that as well too, you do have to have a common goal. Like, I don't think it's just family or friends that you can't do business with. Even if that person is a stranger that you're working with, or even somebody you're hiring into your team, it's so important that you have the common goals, you like each other for one, because you're going to be spending so much time with this person. And it's no different than anything else. I say choosing a business partner or starting a business with somebody is like a marriage, right? It is so much about getting to know that person, loving that person, working with that person, and there are hard times. They're really, we have tons of stories in terms of in terms of our relationship and how this has gone. We're sisters. We used to share a room together. So you can imagine, as we've grown up into our adult life and, birthing our Naven baby and Dollar Eyelash Club, is that, there's been a lot of struggles, but as long as you guys want the same things and you're both willing to put in the work, I definitely think working with friends and family can work, right? It's just a matter of, it's got to be the right marriage.
Yeah, the one thing I really love about working with a family member, or I guess it just happens that she's my family, but if she was just a friend, I'd feel the same way, is that I could trust her. Like, I can go traveling and I can just leave, and I can know that she'll make the exact same decision that I would make, right? You also have to understand this person has access to all of your bank accounts and all of your personal information, right? So trust is a big thing to have there. I think the biggest learning for me, and I think for her too, is that we had to learn how to really separate our business time and personal time. Because it's easy, especially when you're sisters. I think what the biggest challenge is that when you're talking, you talk all the time. Like it could be first thing in the morning, it could be at night. And then business starts to infiltrate everything, or else the opposite. Fun starts to infiltrate everything. And it's like, how do you stay on course, right? So for us, we had to really develop boundaries and a system. We only talk about business during business hours. Like there was a lot of growing pains that we had to go through, so to speak.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting, because I've met very few people who are closely bonded with each other. For instance, you guys, and they're running something successful and they're happy. You know,
Yes.
they're not bickering at each other.
That's the key, happiness.
Happiness, right?
Yeah.
They're content. Because a lot of people are doing it and they might be making a lot of money, but they're miserable inside. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
I think that's very important.
Well, I think that's a model for anything you do in life, really. I say, you know, it's one thing to have outer abundance, but without that inner abundance, it's not worth it, really.
Okay.
Definitely.
So now that you've shared that, of course, it's evident that you guys have this going on in a very successful and happy and internally fulfilled way. What do you think is the, like, you know, there must be a roadmap, or there must be some secrets to amalgamating, you know, of course, sisters growing up, living together, you have an emotional bond, right? And then when you come to business, it's all financially driven. A lot of business decisions are financially driven. It comes with numbers, which is a very logical process, right?
Yes.
And then you have this emotional bond, and then you have logical process,